On a desolate cliff, the kind girl supports the pregnant snake woman as she walks in pain, but danger never leaves them. A fierce man suddenly blocks their path, holding a cold knife with murderous intent. Ignoring her cries, the brutal beast frantically rushes forward to end her life. At the critical moment, her brave companion throws herself to block the fatal strike. The cold knife of the stranger points straight at the brave girl, forcing them into a corner. Without any fear, the kind friend opens her arms to protect the weak snake woman behind. Their eyes lock onto each other. As the tense atmosphere builds up, a breathless and merciless standoff officially begins. With every passing second, the brutal man still shows no intention of letting these two poor souls go. The brutal man loses patience and rushes forward with his knife, but a strange young man appears just in time to intervene. Facing this obstruction, the arrogant white shirt guy dares to touch the stranger's face to provoke him. Immediately, the man in black delivers a thunderous punch straight to his stomach, sending the villain stepping backward in agonizing pain. That punch makes the white shirt guy frantically rush forward to retaliate. Both engage in a fierce fight, and fall down together. But as soon as they stand up to continue, both men look around in confusion because the two girls have vanished without a trace. While they were busy fighting, the girls had already left, and are now leaning on each other on a towering cliff in the middle of the desolate mountains. Sitting on a lonely cliff high in the mountains, the two girls silently look out at the vast landscape in front of them. The kind friend gently hugs her shoulder, continuously whispering comforting words to reassure her companion. Thinking about the tragedy they just escaped, the snake woman holds her pregnant belly tightly, her eyes turning red as she bursts into helpless and painful crying. Both just lean on each other, sharing their sorrow in the middle of the desolate forest. Ending her whispers, the kind friend quietly turns and walks away, forcing the snake woman to face the oncoming adversity all by herself. Alone in the desolate mountains, she endures the pain to slither her massive snake body toward a secluded pond. Her body weak and drained after days of running from danger, she hastily scoops up the pond water to drink thirstily just to regain a bit of her fading strength. After drinking, the snake woman immediately dives deep into the pond to hide, her body twisting in pain under the cold water. However, a new danger arrives as the mysterious ghost girl suddenly appears on the bank, sitting as still as an ancient statue. Sensing a threat, she frantically thrashes her tail, making water splash everywhere before popping her head up defensively. Their eyes lock together intensely, her face filled with sheer panic at the terrifying presence of this new ghost girl. Terrified, the snake woman hastily slithers up the pond bank, rushing into the bushes to escape. However, with a sinister power, the ghost girl suddenly teleports, appearing right in front to block her path. The eerie appearance makes the snake woman freeze in shock, cold sweat dripping down her face, completely horrified to realize she is powerless against her dark magic. Facing her directly, the snake woman panics and repeatedly begs the ghost girl. In response, the ghost girl initially flashes a sinister, mysterious smile, but right after, a single tear suddenly rolls down her cheek. Overwhelmed with emotion, the snake woman rushes to place both hands on her shoulders to plead, while the ghost girl silently glances away with sorrowful and calculating eyes. While the snake woman keeps crying and pleading, the ghost girl already senses someone approaching from the dirt path. Knowing that the snake woman's lover is coming to save her, the ghost girl coldly brushes her hands off her shoulders. Immediately, she turns around and walks away decisively, vanishing from sight just as the man manages to reach the pond. As soon as the ghost girl leaves, the snake woman's lover runs to her side just in time. Seeing his familiar face, she turns around in disbelief and bursts into tears. He gently talks to her, tenderly wiping away the tears from her dirt-stained face. After all the chaos, the two are finally able to sit peacefully together on the hillside. And from afar, the kind friend is also silently walking over to reunite with them. On her way back from work, the friend happens to stop by to meet the snake woman, but suddenly freezes upon hearing the couple's affectionate words, completely unaware that her ex-boyfriend is also here, seeing the one she used to love happily with the snake woman. Her face cannot hide her deep sadness and heartbreak. On the opposite side, the bad guys from before also appear on the hilltop with hostile glares, while the couple remains completely unaware. Watching the one she used to love sweetly comforting the snake woman, the friend standing behind is heartbroken to the point of tears. Unable to bear the pain, she can only silently look down and weep for her own fate. However, she has no idea that all three of them are now being targeted by the bad guys from before, on the opposite hill. Witnessing the man sweetly kissing the snake woman's lips, the heartbroken friend holds her head and looks away in pain. However, the tragedy doesn't stop there as a cold gunshot suddenly rings out, piercing the air. All three turn in sheer panic toward the opposite hill, where the bad guys from before are aiming their sniper rifles straight at them. The danger arrives too fast, and the ruthless hunt has officially begun. Right after the shot rings out, everyone immediately flees. The bad guys from before are extremely aggressive, frantically carrying hunting rifles into the deep forest to hunt them down. Amidst the pine trees, the friend runs with all her might to escape, while the man urgently leads the snake woman to slither fast through the bushes, desperately searching for a way out. Quickly hiding behind a large tree, the friend holds her chest in terror, as the enemy's gunshot rings out nearby. Unfortunate to not escape, the man gets hit, tumbling to the ground, and painfully holding his bleeding arm. Witnessing her lover deeply wounded, the snake woman frantically holds him tight, both looking up helplessly. As the bad guys from before step closer, the man aims his hunting rifle, making the snake woman scream to protect her lover. Behind the tree, the friend can only watch in helpless fear. Right after, the curly-haired guy in the bushes suddenly fires a shot, hitting the snake woman directly. The fatal shot leaves the man in shock, turning to his lover with absolute terror. After the successful shot, the curly-haired guy coldly steps out of the bushes to close in. While the couple is still in pain, the girl from the bad guys group also emerges from the forest with a hostile glare. Her sudden appearance leaves them completely shocked and terrified, realizing they are totally surrounded and have no way out. Suppressing the pain, the brave man stays behind alone to face the bad guys, clearing an escape path for the snake woman. On the edge of life and death, he unleashes fierce strikes, fighting their ruthless hunting rifles with bare hands. Despite being knocked down by a devastating kick, he resiliently stands back up, roars in anger, and charges back into battle. Can he survive to protect his lover? Find out in the next episode.